What are my thoughts on milk by commodity? Okay, to be fair, I don't have the three versions like you did. I really only have the regular, I'll call it the regular version, not the plus or the minus. And I don't have the same clout on TikTok, so I actually had to buy my Discovery set. But truth be told, I actually bought this Discovery set after smelling milk on its own, and I really liked it. So by that intro, you already know that I like it. And this one kind of falls in the range of lactonic scents that I enjoy a lot more these days. You'll have like the more common, which is like the peachy, creamy types that you see a lot in cosmetics. Then you'll also get the coconut ones, which are also pretty popular and especially like great for summer. And this one, which is more on the nuttier end of the spectrum. And I love creamy nutty scents. It's actually one of the first fragrances I designed myself. So what does this one smell like? So I've been wearing this for close to 2 hours, and I went to the gym because I kind of wanted to live with it before I talked about it. And really what is left is the woodier side and the tonka bean that I'm really picking up. And I actually, that's what I love about being a perfumer. I always have access to this material so I can kind of cross compare. So that woody, gourmand, slightly sweet vanilla and nutty smell of tonka. Oh yeah, that's it. So beautiful. I mean, how can you dislike the scent of tonka bean? It's just beautiful. And interestingly, on the dry down, it's not written on Fragrantica, but I'm actually picking up an ambery note that is like kind of astringent and dry. And, kind of like Amber Extreme, if you've ever smelled that material. And I basically smell it everywhere. I've been noticing it in so many perfumes these days. I might be wrong, but there's definitely an astringency in the dry down. Now, let me try it again with a fresh spray, because I just sprayed it in my face. Yeah, so I can confirm that it doesn't taste as good as it smells. But when you first spray it, obviously that's when you get the beautiful creaminess. But there's also a little bit of fruitiness that you find in the tonka bean. I feel like on first spray, that's when you kind of get that fruity sweetness. So fruity, I would say, in the direction of small berries, slightly melonic. Interestingly, I find that this particular scent changes quite a bit from the first spray to the dry down. When you first spray it, it has really a softer, more velvety and marshmallowy feel to it. But as it dries down, it really opens up and, the spiciness or the nuttiness really comes out. So it feels a lot sharper on dry down than when you first spray it, which is often the opposite in fragrances. You often get the sharper, from the citruses, but it's not the case with this one. But I can't stop smelling this fragrance on myself. It just makes me think of, rocking by a fireplace with warm, spicy milk. And lastly, I do find that it's kind of flat when it's on the blotter. To enjoy it, you really have to spray it on the skin, and it needs to mix with a bit of heat to